5, not 10, not 23. And yes, I'm generalizing, but there's good reason for that. And you're probably selling to the wrong type of customer. I'll tell you what the 3 are. First, you've got high performers. You've got people who are always looking for an edge. Businesses, companies who are always looking for an edge because they're already at the top. They're already top performers. And the reason they got there, the way that they got there, is by always looking for that extra edge. So they might want to work with you because you might be able to give them an edge to keep them at the top and to help them climb to higher and higher levels. Those are top performers, good customers to sell to. The second category is bad performers, the worst performers, the people who are deeply, deeply in pain, the businesses who are really struggling with a particular area, whatever your area of work is. These people are also motivated. These businesses are also motivated because they're in pain, they're struggling, and the consequences of not fixing the problem that you solve are significant, so they're highly motivated to act because they want to move away from the pain they're experiencing. Also a great customer segment to market to. The third is average performers. This is the vast majority of the market that's right there in the middle. They're not top performers, they're not terrible, bad performers, they're not the worst, they're not the best, they're right there in the middle, and this is the vast majority of your market. And this is where most people like to sell. They like to cater to the mass market, the largest swath of your customer base, because that's where the numbers are. However, these people, these businesses are not terribly motivated because they're right in the middle. They're not deeply in pain, they're not really struggling, and they're not at the top yet. They haven't really experienced what it's like to be at the top, and they might not even believe it's possible for them to get to the top. So they're very comfortable with the status quo. They don't want to rock the boat because they're afraid of what might happen if they rock the boat. If they change things, if they break things, if they do things differently, they might slip down to the bottom, and they don't want to do that. So they're very driven by fear. They're very apprehensive and anxious about touching anything because things are kind of working and it's not amazing, but they're working well enough that, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's kind of the modus operandi of these customers in the middle. And they're a terrible, terrible segment to sell to because they're not very motivated. And even if you do sell to them, they typically don't get very good results because, again, they're not motivated, right? The customers who get the best results when they work with you are the ones who are the most motivated to get better results. And those are always going to be the top performers at the very top and the folks at the bottom who are really struggling and are therefore motivated to get out of their situation. So I hope that makes sense. Questions or comments, drop them below. Happy to help.